Arsenal versus Real Madrid today, and I am not looking forward to this whatsoever. I know today against Real Madrid, they will absolutely annihilate us with poor decisions today. But look, we're gonna have to give it our all today. Maybe we can get a good result, go over to Madrid, and hopefully not sod it up there. But right now, our best bet of winning anything is the Champions League. But there's a few things that we need to talk about, obviously. Uh, Again, as I said, referees, they're going to absolutely annihilate us with poor decisions. But that's just to be expected. It's Real Madrid. Um, Going into today, we also have the injury of Gabriel. That's going to really cost us. And our attack, as per usual, is absolutely shattered. There's also going to be a bit of debate of whether we start Bukayo Saka today or if we rest him until half time. But I'll have to give my thoughts on that soon. So here's going to be my starting lineup, the one that I would do. Starting in goal, we're going to say David Raya. Obviously, there's no one else that we can really talk about. And look, I did criticise him a lot for the penalty, and I still stand by that, the criticisms. I just don't think he can take. He cannot save penalties, and he cannot save set pieces, from what I saw against Man United as well. But he is a good shot stopper in general. He is great at catching the ball. Distributing the ball, most of the time he's good. I think on a few occasions he might have slotted it up, but most of the time he's good. We're going to move into our defence, and we're looking at, I'm going to say Timber. I think one thing with Real Madrid is that they will absolutely pound us with attacks today. We need to play to whatever strengths we have. And even though I normally say our defence is our strength, without Gabriel, I'm a little bit more cautious about that. But, again, play to our strengths defensively, but we also need to be on attack as well, because from what I hear, they've got a very weak defence as well. But Timber starting. In our centre-back pairing, we're going to have Saliba, and it's going to have to be Yakukiwa. And I don't like saying it, if I'm honest. I am not a fan of saying it whatsoever. But Yakukiwa, I'm very critical of him. I don't think he's a great defender in general, but we don't have a choice now. And left back, it's going to have to be Lewis Skelly. I think Calafiori's still injured. And I'm not sure when Calafiori's going to come back, but hopefully it will be soon, because we do need him back. In our midfield, it's going to have to be Odegaard, our captain. He can create, but we need to actually get him the kind of situations to create. And even then, I think this season, maybe not his best season, but still. We're going to have Thomas Partey, and look, he's quite strong. He has made a few mistakes earlier in the season, but overall, we still need him right now until next season when we get Zubimendi, or it's looking like we'll get Zubimendi anyways. And Declan Rice, because he, again, very strong player. He makes the runs, interestingly enough, because I think right now he typically plays a central defensive mid, but you can see him making the runs into the opposition quite a lot. And I say this a lot, but it's just what I observe with him quite a lot. And maybe come next season, we can work with that a bit more. We can put him further up the field in the midfield. But for now, that's going to be our midfield pairing. And in our attack, I would personally start Bukayo Saka now. I think if what I'm hearing is true and that he was ready for a long time and that they just wouldn't want to play him as a precaution, then now is the time to start playing him. He needs to get back into the full games now. So Bukayo Saka, left-hand side, it's going to have to be Martinelli. I rate Trossard, don't get me wrong. But again, I think Martinelli's work rate is just far superior. And what will beat this Real Madrid defense, sorry, um, is a very strong, very active attack, and we need to keep that up definitely. And in central forward, we're going to have to go with Mikel Mourinho. And look, again, I think in some way we have to take a bit of accountability for ourselves here. We've been playing, without a real striker. Because let's be honest, how many of these players, even without injuries, how many players can you sit down and say they're an out-and-out striker? None. Kai Havertz, more of a attacking midfielder than a striker. Jesus, I think he's more better in the right wing than in a striking position. Then you look at who we actually got rid of. We got rid of Ethan Wanyeri. I'm messing this up all the time. We got rid of Eddie Nketiah, 30 million. Good deal, don't get me wrong, very good deal. But it only really works when you have someone to come in to replace them. And we didn't do that this season. Not in the summer and not in January. That's what cost us. But it's a bit too late to cry about that now. Again, it's going to have to be another case of, oh, next season we'll do this. I'm sick of saying it. I'm sick of hearing it. But it's just going to have to be the case now. And maybe we can do something different with Andre Berta. Because Andre Berta, it's sounding like he's making a lot of moves. It's sounding like he's going to get... And this is just what I'm hearing, by the way. So don't take me as a credible source. But it's sounding like we're getting Gyökeres over the line. We're getting Zubimendi over the line. We could be getting Nico Williams over the line. That is a lot of business that's being done. And if he's actually doing this now, if this is all being talked about, and we're sorting all this out, then it's about bloody time we've had someone to actually do that for us. And we need it. Look, we need it desperately. We've needed our attack sorted out, but even now, even with an attack sorted out, we still need depth. And this season has proven it more than any other time. We need squad depth. We need depth in our defence, we need depth in our midfield, and we need depth in our attack. Well, I say depth in our attack. I think most of our depth will be sorted out, really, if we just get those two players, Nico Williams and Gyökeres, assuming that's who we get. We'll probably need another striker as well, though. That's the thing, a backup striker. Maybe a backup right winger, but I think that's last priority right now. And also saying midfield depth, because yes, we have got some good players in midfield, and if we get Zubimendi, and we have a midfield of Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, and Zubimendi, that's a very strong midfield. But in the event, or in the times where a player doesn't turn up, we'll say Martin Odegaard, for example. If they aren't turning up, we have no one on the bench to replace them. No one on the bench to come on and sort it out. Or even if they get injured, we don't have anyone on the bench. And that's why I say we need squad depth. And in our defence, you can just look at it. Because you look at the players that we're going to lose as well. We're losing Zinchenko, we're losing Tierney, we're losing Kiwior. We need to be able to replace these players. And with these players replaced, when these players are replaced, when we've gotten all that sorted out, when we've got even a backup goalkeeper as well, once that happens, I think we can take ourselves to that next level. We will start winning a lot of things, even in the longevity, even in long runs. But for now, relying on this the way we are, relying on individual players like this, don't get me wrong, I can understand a first squad, but we need a rotation now. This squad needs rotation. But regardless, that's for next season. Today, Arsenal versus Real Madrid. I'm not looking forward to this, as I previously mentioned. And yeah, Real Madrid, they're going to come at us with an attack, and we need to be able to prepare that. But we need to sort out our counter-attack football as well, because when we can only catch them if we catch them on the break. If we let them sit back, if we get the ball and we go slowly, they can go back, they can sit back, they can nick the ball off us, they can take the counter. But that's why I say, even if they haven't got the best defence, we still need to be able to do these things. But let me know what you think down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will be seeing you in the match review. Goodbye for now.